What's going on, everyone? It's Metamorphosis 745, also known as Metamorphosis 743. It's going to be a short wrestling video I'm going to talk about. Now, I'm not going to talk about wrestling too much on my YouTube videos since WWE is already dead at this point and on the way to going out of business with the low ratings that they're getting and the low viewership numbers that they're getting and all the views they're losing every week. WWE is already on their way to closing their doors sooner or later. And I'll talk about that later in this video. And I'm also going to talk in this video about one way only to save wrestling. But before I get to that, I want to tell you all about NXT, Smackdown, and Raw getting low ratings. Now, not too long ago, recently, NXT got a 0.74 rating and the lowest viewership numbers ever. Raw, not too long ago, got a 1.74 rating and their lowest viewership numbers ever. And SmackDown recently, not too long ago, got a 1.55 rating and their lowest viewership numbers ever. My God, that's beyond dead low. It really is. And WWE is like losing 35 to 40% of their viewers week after week. I think because everyone's already starting to get tired of WWE and everyone's already starting to get tired of the smarks. So sooner or later, at this point and at this rate they're going, WWE is going to end up closing their doors and going out of business sooner or later. I can see WWE going out of business in less than 20 years from now at this rate they're going. Yeah. Now, what I want to talk about in this video is only one way only to save wrestling. Now, I know they went out of business in 2001. I know they've been out of business for almost 20 years now, but there's only one way and one way only to save wrestling at this point. And that is we got to get WCW back. We really do. We need WCW back because WCW coming back is the only way we can save wrestling. Because WWE is too far gone, too far damaged, and beyond repair. WWE cannot be fixed at this point, and WWE cannot be saved at this point. The damage has already been done, and WWE is already about to close their doors and go out of business sooner or later. And I know because I look up WWE every week, and every week they're just dying more and more. And the way WWE is getting their low ratings and getting their low attendance numbers and getting low viewership numbers, there's no way WWE is going to be around much longer. It's not. And if you smarks really think that WWE is going to be around forever and last forever at this rate, guess what? They're not going to be. WWE is not going to be around forever at all. At this rate that they're going, WWE is going to close their doors for good sooner or later. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, and it may not be in 10 years from now, but it's going to definitely happen in less than 20 or 25 years from now at this rate that they're going. Maybe sooner than that. So there's only one way to save wrestling, and that is we have to get WCW back. We really do. We need to get another billion-dollar company or another billionaire to buy WCW from Vince McMahon and start WCW up again and re-air WCW back on TV the way it was in the 90s, that is. Now, when or if we do get WCW back, we need to start WCW back at the beginning again and build WCW back up to the top again. And then once WCW is back up to the top again, we'll be able to re-air WCW Monday Nitro back on TNT again and WCW Thunder back on TBS again. And then we'll be able to watch WCW again the way it was in the 90s and during the Monday Night War. And don't worry, because I don't think AEW, All Elite Wrestling, is going to last long on TNT because AEW just wants to be like NXT and be like WWE. So the NXT is probably not going to last long on TNT. They're probably going to get removed from TNT sooner or later since AEW just wants to be exactly like NXT and WWE. So in order to save wrestling, we got to get WCW back one way or another. We need WCW back because WCW is the only thing that can save wrestling at this point. Ring of Honor Wrestling, ROH, and TNA Impact Wrestling can't save wrestling at this point because they don't have the money for it, they don't have the roster for it, they don't have the right booking for it, and they don't have the backing of it with enough money to be able to start another boom period and bring wrestling back to the level of WCW, the Attitude Era, and the Ruthless Aggression Era again. And the only way we can do that is to get WCW back. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy because WCW's been out of business since 2001, but if we all work together hard enough, we all work hard enough, we all fight hard enough, we can get WCW back from Vince McMahon and get WCW back on the air. Because like I said, WCW is the only thing that could save wrestling at this point. Because if we don't get WCW back, then wrestling is going to be gone and dead forever. And then once WWE closes their doors, what are us casual and hardcore fans going to watch? That's where WCW comes in. We need WCW to come back to be a replacement for WWE once WWE closes their doors. Because like I said, WWE really is going to close their doors and go out of business sooner or later. With these low numbers that they're getting and the money they're starting to lose and all the problems that they have, WWE is not going to be around too much longer. And I guarantee you that's the truth. I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. WWE is going to close their doors sooner or later. And then once WWE is gone, we're going to need another $1 billion wrestling promotion to replace WWE, and that's where WCW comes in. So we all need to get together, fight hard enough, work hard enough, and put in enough support to get WCW back and to get another $1 billion company or another billionaire who's smart to buy WCW back from Vince McMahon. And we can also buy back the WCW pay-per-views, and we can also buy the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era from Vince McMahon and the WWE, since Vince doesn't use those two eras anymore, since his product is PG now. So that's just what I want to say. Before I sign off one more time, in order to save wrestling, we have to get WCW back. And we have to start WCW from the bottom at the beginning and build it back up to the top again. And then once we get WCW back up to the top again, we can get another roster on the level that WCW had in the 90s during the Monday Night War. We can get a wrestler who's on the level of Sting, get a wrestler who's on the level of Goldberg, get a wrestler who's on the level of Lex Luger, and get another heel team that's on the level of the original NWO Black and White. Once we do that, we'll be able to get wrestling back up to the top again. And after a while, when the time is right, we can bring back the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era back into WCW too. We can make WCW the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era later. But that's after we get WCW back up to the top again, after we get WCW on the level it was during the NWO era first. That's just what I wanted to say. We all need to work together and fight hard enough to get WCW back. And if we really work hard enough, we'll be able to get WCW back from Vince McMahon. That's just what I want to say. The only way to save wrestling at this point is to bring back WCW and get WCW back on the air. Because WWE is about to be gone pretty soon. It really is. And I don't think TNA Impact Wrestling is going to last much longer either, because they're on a network that not a lot of people even know about or get. And they're also going through financial problems too, also losing some of their rosters too. That's just what I wanted to say. Now, before I sign off, I just want to say, if you all agree with me that we all need WCW back in order to save wrestling, leave your comments below and tell me all what you think. And I'll put some links and videos below this video. And also, you stupid WWE smarks, I dare you to come on this video and say that WWE is doing just fine, that WWE is not going to go away when it is going to go away later. Because if I see any of your trolling comments in my video below, believe me, smarks, I will delete your comments and I will block you all. That's just what I want to say. So leave your comments below and let me know what you think about WCW. Because I say we need WCW back to save wrestling. We need WCW back again on the level that it was during the Monday Night Wars in the early 90s. That's the only way to save wrestling at this point. Because WWE is too far gone. And it's about to die sooner or later. That's just what I want to say. So this is Metamorphosis 745 signing off. Also known as Metamorphosis 743. And I'll catch you all later. Bye, and I'll see you later.